everyone, and welcome to this meeting of Council for 17 December 2025. If you're able to stand, you may. Central Goldfields Shire respectfully acknowledges and extends its appreciation to the Judjab Wurrung people, the traditional owners of the land who are standing on today. We pay our respects to elders, leaders past, present and emerging, for they hold the memories, traditions, culture and the hopes of the Judjab Wurrung people. Almighty God, we ask you to be present in this council, direct and guide our deliberations. We ask that you grant us wisdom and sensitivity as we deal with the business of the Central Goldfields Shire. May this decision that we advance the well-being of our residents. This we pray. Amen. I also intend, ladies and gentlemen, to stand for a minute of silence for the Bondi massacre in this country, Bondi Beach, on Sunday gone. 1 minute to remember the fallen and those terribly affected. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On the agenda, I move to item 2, apologies. We don't have any apologies last meeting. Item 3, declarations of conflict of interest. Do I have any? Yes, Councillor Long.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to declare a conflict of interest on item 7.5. I am the founding president of the Central Goldfields Bushwalking and Hiking Club Inc. and have been for over 2 years. The Central Goldfields Bushwalking and Hiking Club Inc. and CMRT, Castlemaine Maryborough Rail Trail, which opposed the Broiler Farm development, organised a walk along the Malort Plains railway line from Malort Silo to Bowl Hill early this year to consider the likely impact that this development would have on the proposed rail trail if the farms are approved. I'm hence declaring a conflict of interest and I humbly request being excused from the debate and the vote on this item. Thank you.
Thank you for your declaration, Councillor. As we close the agenda item, I'll bring that up. Thank you. And yes, Mr. Harris.
Mr. Mayor, I declare an interest in report 10.1.
Thank you for raising that, Mr. Harry. I'll bring that up for raising that. To agenda item 4, confirmation of meetings from minutes of the previous council meeting, from the council meeting held on 26 November 2025. Councillor Bella, thank you. Moved. And second, Councillor Bartlett, thank you. All those in favour? That is carried. Sorry, Councillor Murphy, were you in favour of the previous minutes?
Me?
Right,
I'll put my hand up.
yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Pardon me. I now move to item 5, minutes of delegate and advisory committee. Councillors, do I have a mover and second that the council receives notes of confirmed minutes of Board of this committee meeting 1 December 2025? Thank you, Councillor Bartlett. Moved and seconded. Thank you, Councillor Lyon. The next item, number 6, is petitions. Mr. Harry, do we have any petitions this evening? No, I should have put that to the vote. In respect to the advisory committees, I'll put that the Ordinary Risk Committee meeting 1 December be noted and received. All those in favour? Thank you. That is carried. Thank you, Mr. Harry, for reminding me of that. Next item is agenda item 6, petitions. Do we have any petitions this evening? Thank you, Mr. Harry. There being no petitions, we now proceed to officer reports. In respect to the officer's report, withdraw that. Councillors, the first report on tonight's agenda is at page 11 of the document. It's titled 7.1 Aerodrome Advisory Group Reference. Thank you. Before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest a change under Government's Rule 20 in respect to the order of business to move the item entitled 7.2 for statutory planning delegation policy, to move that to the end of the agenda item, past 7.9. In fact, and then, of course, the other items will move down 1 as we approach that. In other words, the aerodrome starts at 7.1, and then the 10 Dundas Road agenda item becomes 7.2 and so on. If that's clear.
Just need the consent of the council.
So rather than having a vote, I seek consent to change that. Yes, Councillor Murphy.
Through the Mayor, why?
I received a communication from a fellow councillor.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So in that case, I'll take that as consent given, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So moving to agenda item 7.1, Aerodrome Advisory Group Terms of Reference. Page 11 of the document. Councillors, do I have a motion? Thank you, Councillor Button.
I would like to move the recommendation on page 11. As it is stated.
Thank you, Councillor. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second.
Thank you, Councillor Williams. Is the motion opposed? Do you wish to speak to the motion?
I'll just say a couple of words, Mayor, that it's the current committee ends its term shortly, and the updated terms of reference are really just procedural and in good governance. Basically, that's what it's about. Ensuring good governance for the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other councillors that wish to speak for or against the motion?
Well, just in conclusion to that, I'm just speaking for the Aerodrome Advisory Committee Group has provided valuable advice and the community input to the community and input over the past 24 months, helping deliver actions in the aerodrome business case and supporting key infrastructure improvements. With the current term now ending, officers have reviewed and updated the terms of reference to strengthen the governance, clarify roles and ensure the group continues to play a key role, particularly as council progresses upcoming works funded through the Regional Airports Program and matching council investment.
Thank you very much. Well said, Councillor Lavella. The other councillors?
I'm very happy with what Councillor Villavella said, because I feel some thunder was stolen, but well done. Oh, no, it's all right. Feel like chipmunks. No, it's okay.
Thank
Good.
you very
Well
much,
done.
Councillor Murphy. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? That is carried. I now move the slight confusement to item as previously listed as 7.3, now known as item 7.2, at page 37 of the document. Councillors, do I have a motion?
Mayor,
Yes, Councillor Butler.
I'd like to move a motion of deferral to the February 26th meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder?
Second.
Thank you. Councillor Williams.
Question.
Question.
Just
Clarification.
clarification, I should say. Clarification as to why you wish to defer this.
Some advice from officers received very late this afternoon, which needs to be fleshed out a bit more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is the motion opposed to defer? Yes, Councillor Murphy.
I oppose it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd now like to put the motion to the vote to defer. All those in favour? Would you like to speak to the motion?
No, that's okay then.
Thank you very much, Councillor Murphy. Anyone else care to speak to the motion to defer? Yes.
I'll speak to the motion of defer, even though I oppose it. I am the feeling, personally, that this shouldn't be deferred and should go to an alternative motion. I think it should go to an alternative motion. I didn't jump in hard enough, which is okay. And I think we should get rid of it today and move on. So I'm not really happy with the deferral. I understand, but that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Murphy. Any other speakers to the Councillor Williams?
Yeah, just my personal gut feel with regards to this application is that at the moment what we are really listening with as councillors is that we have two heritage overlays. At the moment that's in play, and that confuses the issue, and I think there are a few questions that still need to be answered to gain some clarity before we can come to a conclusion with regards to this application.
Thank you, Councillor Williams. Councillor Barber, do you have a right reply?
I thought we were just dealing with the motion of deferral. That's what we were supposed to deal with.
Thank you. In that case, I'll put it to the
Excuse
vote.
me, could I go through the mayor, please? If the motion to defer doesn't get up, what happens? What is the outcome if the motion to defer? Does it go back till we go on the original motion? Yes, okay, thank you. No?
This is the motion before council. You vote on it, and if it gets up, it's deferred. If it doesn't, effectively, you don't have a position. You do not, as I said last council meeting, we do not have foreshadowed provisions in the governance rules. It's something we'll work on next year. I'm sure we've got that provision. The only way to counter that is to get in and move your motion first.
I stand corrected, Councillor Murphy.
Through the mayor, so I can't do an alternative motion now because there's already been a motion gone through, a deferral motion gone through.
Motion's on the books, it's there to be voted on.
Okay, righto, thank you.
So in other words,
I understand.
if I may, should the deferral motion was excessively opposed. Should that be the case?
That's it. That's been determined, and you deal with it. That's it. There's no opportunity for endless motions to come before the council.
But then, if I may, so the motions Councillor Murphy is referring to on the agenda,
Doesn't come back.
that falls away.
Correct. Correct. Hasn't been acted upon.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Harry. So I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour of the motion to defer? That's 5-4, and all those against? 2 against, thank you. The motion is carried.
Something's happened.
I'll now move to the next agenda item, found on page 217 of the document. As listed as 7.4, but now 7.3, in respect to the use and development of a dwelling, a rural conservation zone. The subject property address is 65 Wattle, Gully Road, Glasgow. Excuse me while I get to the papers myself.
217.
Councillors, do I have a motion? As I have no motion, no move, there's no motion. That item on the agenda lapses. We move now to agenda item as 7.5 on the agenda, but now 7.4. Respect to 3280 Pyrenees Highway, Carisbrook, located at page 377.
Excuse me, Madam Mayor, be excused, please.
Yes, of course. Thank you for raising that, Councillor. Thank you, Councillor Murphy. Councillors, do I have a motion? There being no motion, that agenda item lapses. Councillor, someone let Councillor Long know that item's been progressed to the next item. Thank you. Thank you, Councillor. Councillors, I move to the item 7.6 as listed, but in fact 7.5, headed panel suppliers, page 453 in the document. Give me a moment, please, I'll find it myself. Councillors, do I have a motion? Yes, Councillor Murphy.
As the recommendation written, please, for Asphalt.
Supplies.
Thank you. Seconded. Councillor Butler. Thank you. Is the motion opposed? Councillor Murphy would like to speak to the motion.
This is a procedural. Panel suppliers supply and deliver and lay asphalt. So it's just panel suppliers. So it's not just one, it's a few panel suppliers to do our asphalting. And even though we still do it ourselves, because I saw them on the street the other day. Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Murphy. Would you like to get to Councillor Butler?
Nothing more to add.
Any Any other councillors wish to speak to the motion?
To speak
Yes, thank you, Councillor Bell.
The recommended delegation will enable the Chief Executive Officer to approve purchase orders and expenditure under contract G 1882 to 2023. Annual supply, deliver and lay Ashborough panel, irrespective of cumulative spend, provided all works remain within the council's adopted budget for the current financial year and compliance with the S5 instrument of delegation. This approach maintains compliance with the Local Government Act 2020 and Council's procurement policy, strengthens governance through defined controls and streamlines administrative processes to support timely delivery of the capital works program.
Thank you, Councillor Bell. Do any other councillors wish to speak for or against the motion? I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Those against? Sorry, Councillor Murphy.
He raised his hand, he just put it straight back.
Sorry, I missed that. That is carried. Councillors, I move to the next report on page 460 of the document. The Central Goldfields Citizen of the Year Awards. Agenda item 7.7 in the book, but actually 7.6. Excuse me for a moment, I'll go there myself. Councillors, do I have a motion? Yes, Councillor Long.
Thank you, Mayor. I would be more than happy to move the recommendation that Council endorse the recommended nominees for each award category as contained in the confidential attachment, and note that the award recipients will be publicly announced at Council's Australia Day ceremony on Monday the 26th of January 26.
Thank you, Councillor Long. And I was looking down and I didn't know who seconded this. Yes, Councillor Bella.
President.
Would you like to speak to the...
I would like to speak to the motion. Thank you, Mayor. I haven't prepared anything formally. I think our Australia Day award ceremony are something truly special that we have in our shire. We have the Citizen of the Year, the Young Citizen of the Year and the Community Event of the Year, and it recognises and celebrates the outstanding contributions of our individuals and groups within our community. We have many very worthy people. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner, but I think it really celebrates the essence of what we have in our shire, and I look forward to it already. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Long. Councillor Meyer, would you wish to... You had your hand up.
Grace was before me, sorry.
Yeah.
All I would like to say is it is an exciting period of time for Central Goldfields Shire, and I echo exactly what Councillor Long says. It's a very special time. We've got so many talented and very willing people that volunteer for this community and without any expectation. So that, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to recognise who we have in this community. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Bella. Councillor Meyer.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, just also harping on Councillor Grace and Councillor Elizabeth Long. This is one of my favourites of the year. What Council does for this one and the events they put on around the Shire and the day out we have is amazing. Also for the ones that have been nominated, the amount of time and effort that they have put in to be nominated, the community groups, the young citizen. I just think this is something that's very well represented in our Shire, and it's great to see so many people get nominated every year for what they do and how much effort they put in and how much they give back to the Central Goldfields. So I take my hat off to all of them and I wish them the best, and hopefully it's a great day out in the park again. So thanks, man.
Thank you very much, Councillor Meyer. Any other councillors like to speak to the motion? Yes, Councillor Bella.
I think I've said this for a few years. We should never forget Australia Day. We should never go down the line that other councils go down that far line and cancel Australia Day. We should never, ever do that. Australia Day is for all citizens, everyone. And if we start going down lines of not having Australia Day, not recognising it, where does it take us? And I believe that some of the councils have got rid of it. It takes them into a slippery slope. I'm all for Australia Day. I'm all for the awards, and I'm all for our community, but we should never, ever get rid of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Murphy. Well said. Thank you, Councillor Saul, for speaking so well on this item. I'll now put that to the vote. All those in favour? That is carried. The next report on tonight's agenda is the 7.8, now 7.7 agenda item, the quarterly finance report, down on page 464 of the document. Councillors, do I have a motion? Yes, Councillor.
I would like to move that council receive and note the quarterly finance report for September 2025 as presented
Councillor Williams. Do I have a seconder? Yes, Councillor Vella. Would you like to speak to this motion?
I would just like to congratulate the staff, specifically the CEO, because I believe it's been cracking in. Austere measures have been introduced everywhere. I can speak personally from experience that it's everywhere and nobody's been spared that. And the bottom line is certainly slowly but surely starting to improve. And congratulations to everybody involved to try and get our finances back up to speed as it should be. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Williams. And Councillor Vella.
Yes, Council's income statement for the period of July to September 2025 is a deficit of 1.3 million. Budget of 0.8 billion deficit. This is explained by federal assistant grant for timing. Without the timing difference, council results is in line with budget. Cash and cash equivalents are 3.3 million, which is certainly up from what they've been in the past. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Vella. Are there any other councillors who wish to speak to this? Yes, Councillor Murphy.
Thank you, Councillor Bartlett and Councillor Vella, and it's, the finance is, Councillor de Villiers, the finance is an important thing for the Shire, and especially when we're trying to find the money, save the money, do what we need to do. But we're not on our Pat Malone here. There's other councils. One other council I know had a 6 million deficit. I'm going, wow. And it's the same thing. Things are coming in and out at the wrong time, but they still have to do, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, how we do this, how we do that. And I would say that nearly 80% of councils around us, the smaller councils, even the larger councils, would have issues. So we all have to tighten our belt and look which way we're going. And that's the way we're going forward now. So we don't expect different things than going forward in that way. So we've got to be careful of what we do for the future, not just for next year, the next 10 years and where we're going. So things got to be, it will get better, but don't just think we're on our own around the council rules around the district or even in Melbourne. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Lowe. Any other councillors wish to speak on this motion? I'll now put that to the vote. All those in favour? That is carried. I now move to the next agenda item, as marked 7.9 on the agenda, which is in fact 7.8. Sets out at page 484 of the document the council meeting dates for next year, 2026, on page 484. The old out of order trick. Thank you, Mr. Harriet. Councillors, do I have a motion? Yes, Councillor Minor.
I would like to, I won't read out the recommendation as it's got all the dates on it, but we adopt the recommendation that's in front of us.
Thank you very much, Councillor Minor. Is that, should the dates be referred to, Mr. Harriet?
Page number, perhaps.
I can confirm they're located at page 484 of the document, and that they are for each month but for January. And also the last Wednesday of every month, but for the statutory meeting in November, being Wednesday the 18th.
And December.
And also December 16th.
Yep.
Just a point of order, it's the fourth Wednesday of every month, because some months have 5.
Yep.
Thank you, Councillor. Let's make that the fourth.
Hence why I
And do I have a seconder? Yes, Councillor.
Wait a second.
Is the motion opposed?
I don't want to
Can we
come.
vote for the motion, please? All those in favour?
We have to
There you go. Carried.
put up with you for this.
Councillor,
Shut up, Jared. Don't joke.
Now we move to that moved item, being originally 7.2, now it's 7.10, being the statutory planning delegation policy at page 20. Page 20 of the document. Councillors, do I have a motion?
can I have a motion also?
Yes, Councillor Bell.
I move the recommendation plus I had an amendment to the policy. I'll read the recommendation in its current form. The council adopt the statutory planning delegation policy attached to this report with amendments which state page 26 of the policy, table 1, planning permit, application.
Sorry, Councillor Bell, can I just get you to hold that for a moment while I wait?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes, Councillor.
And this is the amendment that I propose, councillors, which is on page 26 of the policy itself, the body of the policy, table 1, planning permit. The application is planning permit or amended planning permit. The value of the development up to 5 million or between 1 and 3, a change from 1 and 4. Eligible objections have been received. And planning permit or amended planning permit, value of the development above 5 million or 4 or more, changed from 5. or more eligible objections have been received. That is the first amendment. The second amendment.
Sorry, Councillor Gully, I'm not quite following you on the...
No, I've got a copy for you, Mr Mayor.
Thank you.
Then becomes 3. 5 becomes 4.
Thank you very much. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the second part of this amendment is on page 30 of the policy. 8.3, interaction policy with planning applicants. To remove paragraph 2, starting with to maintain transparency and integrity in decision making regarding planning, etc. So just remove that paragraph completely. And then paragraph 3, replace second sentence with instead substitute may for must. Refer the matter to the Chief Executive Officer.
Mayor, can I clarify the intent of that? If that's may, that would mean that the councillor may refer that to the CEO or may deal with it themselves. Is that the intent?
No, it's not the intent that we councillors cannot deal with the planning with the proponents, purely because we haven't got the knowledge. But it's a suggestion. Must is a very strong word. It's like school children word. I can change that word if you wish.
And may allows you to deal with it.
No, well, we can change that word to another word that would be more specific. We don't deal with applicants with, yes.
I agree, but may is not described.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Replace must with should.
Should, yes, that's better, thank you. That's a better wording. Do you agree with that, Mrs. CEO? Yes, thank you. Yes, so that's the changes.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder? Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
Do you wish to
speak to it.
speak to it?
Thank you, Mr Mayor. In light of the government's vulnerabilities highlighted by IBAC and Operation Sandon report, and given the current absence of a statutory planning delegation policy, it is clear that Council must act conclusively to strengthen transparency, accountability and efficiency in our planning decision making. We cannot afford to leave these gaps unaddressed. While the planning amendment, Better Decisions Made Faster Bill 2025 has not yet been passed, but I believe it was passed, and I've got a note here that it was passed last Friday. So it has been passed by the Legislative Council, State Legislative Council. Now, getting back to being passed, its intent points strongly toward a sector-wide expectation that councils adopt clear delegation frameworks which support timely and proportionate decision-making while preserving councillor oversight of the matters genuinely warranted. Delegations are typically given to suitably qualified and experienced staff, ensuring that technical expertise underpins decisions in line with the intent of the planning scheme. This is important for maintaining consistency, quality and defensibility of planning decisions. The proposed statutory planning delegation policy establishes a clear and consistent framework for the exercise of delegated planning powers, introduces documented calling procedures and strengthens community engagement mechanisms, and enables councillors to focus on strategic and high impact issues, while qualified officers manage routine technical applications. Adopting this policy now closes a critical governance gap. It reduces processing delays, mitigates financial risks associated with avoidable VCAT appeals, and ensures that decisions are made lawfully, fairly, and in the public interest. So in conclusion, and most importantly, it positions councils to transition smoothly as legislative reforms progress, rather than reacting under pressure later. This is a proactive, responsible step that has strengthened public confidence and will strengthen public confidence and supports better outcomes for our community. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Lavella. Councillor Carisbrook.
No, thank you. I think Councillor Lavella said it very well.
Are there any other councillors who wish to speak to this motion? Submitted? Yes, Councillor Murphy.
Thanks, Councillor Lavella, for all that, to get my head around it. But I think the changes you've made in this is a positive step for the council law. I agree with everything you say about the policy, but I do believe policies belong to the councillors, and really they belong to the community, they belong to the council. So we have to do the right policy, get the policy right, that we, which you've, I seem, understand a bit more than I had a look at, and now I can see where you come from, that we understand that, and I can see it as well. When it says in 8.3 not to give advice and not to discuss, but people can talk to us, and then we should move it on to the CEO or whoever, but we don't have to give advice or discuss, which is fine because we're not in that part of it, we don't advise. But we know then that something's happening. So it goes to CEO, and we can get into the loop earlier than 6 weeks on. And getting into loop is good for me, because I like to be in the loop early to understand where this stuff is going. And in the policy in 7.2, we can always ask for a briefing or a catch-up within all the council laws and the staff, which is fine. So we can do that. We can do it 1 week here and 3 weeks over there and keep it going. But it's not being able to say to the proponent, I can help you, or I can do this, I can do that, or all that sort of stuff, which we shouldn't do. But we can be in the coalface with it at council level at briefings. And I always had a bit of an issue in my head about going up to 5 in authority or whatever, and I'm happy to go back to where we go. There are only a few minor changes, and it just flows now, and I'm happy about the flow, and I can deal with the flow. I can deal with the flow. Thank you.
Yes, Councillor Butler.
I'd just like to echo Councillor Murphy's points that it's great that we've finally got a policy up before us, and if this policy had perhaps been in place before this term of council, it may have avoided the deferral which happened at the start of the month.
Thank you very much, Councillor Butler. I'll now put that to vote as amended. All those in favour? Carried. Thank you. I'll now move on to general and other urgent business. Does any councillor have any general business or urgent business? Being no general or urgent business, we can proceed to the next agenda item, which is notices of motion. We don't have any listed. We have two confidential matters to come up on the agenda. So I'll be seeking, ladies and gentlemen, to move a motion in accordance with 66(2)(a) of the Local Government Act that the meeting be closed to the public, Local Government Act 2020, closed to the public to allow council to consider these two subsequent reports which contain confidential information. Do I have a mover? Thank you, Councillor Murphy. Do I have a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Minor. I'll put that to the vote. Carried. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathering those in our live stream. Thank you, but Council will now be addressing its confidential business. Before I kindly ask you to vacate the meeting room, but also those on the live stream, I'd like to mention two things. One is to you and yours to have a fine Christmas and New Year. Also, we'll be conducting some changes to some meetings. What I'm hoping to propose is that members of the public who come here, as you do, we appreciate, will be permitted to ask questions. That's what I'm seeking to do. So let's see how we go for that next year. So thank you very much for coming. I wish you all a very good evening and Christmas. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.